At the Moline Maroons as they warm up. Moline, of course, started out the season 0-4, ran off 23-2, 23 out of 25, winning the Western Big Six with an 8-2 mark. The two losses since that early start were to Chicago Collins, 53-51, and to Quincy, 63-48 at Quincy. Rockford Boylan comes into the ball game 29-2. They lost to Midwest Central in the Illinois State University Classic. That's an interesting tournament because the two champions, they got beat by Midwest Central, and they were the champions, the A champions, and they played each other, and Midwest Central won, and he also lost to Westinghouse. So those two losses for the Boylan Titans. This is Jim Sanders. You're eventually going to have Jim Smith with me. He's not in the building yet, but he will be here soon, so we're looking forward to that. We will have the starting lineups here in just a minute. Some of the matchups, I think, that we need to look at tonight. Moline, at least when talking to Coach Dexter, really feels like that they're playing the best basketball they can play. The coming of age of Ian Hanovan, he's played well all year, but he's been a dynamo on the boards lately. And I think, of course, Kenny Spranger did a tremendous job and taking about a 2.8 scoring average and averaging in double figures in the sectional play. So I said this to the fans all year long. Nick DeVilder is the glue that holds this ball club together. Wilson obviously is an outstanding player and has become more of a team player as this year has gone on. And this is a great ball club, great bench strength. Should be a great basketball game as the ball comes our way over here courtside. Rockford Boylan, the first to see them. They feature some pretty darn good players. Their top two players is number 40. He's a foreign exchange student, Demir Krapalia. Krapalia is a 6'7 junior. He's averaging 16.2 points a game. And the big player will be number 23. Krapalia is number 40. Big ball player for them at 6'1", not in height, but in scoring ability. Nicholas Zachary is averaging 21 points a ball game. This should be a great one here from the mark, and we're ready to bring it to you. If you see on our monitor TV screen, if you see Jim Smith, all looking for him right now, but this should be a real good ball game. I think one of the big keys to me, I think, as the ball game goes along, reading from the newspapers and watching the teams warm up, Boylan is going to get up and down the court. In the newspaper this morning, they talked about they run kind of a helter-skelter break, and we've seen Boylan play before. Our fans who have ventured all the way to Rockford super sectional basketball. Rock Island and Boylan have played many times over the last 10 years, and they'll break at every opportunity. As far as Moline is concerned, Moline also wants to get up and down the court, and they're not going to back away from anyone. But what I think we're going to see more from Moline is full break, and they're doing a wonderful job of that this year. Taking the ball down the court. If they've got it, fine. They set it up. Defensively, the Maroons, we know, are going to play a lot of a 1-2-2 zone with Nick DeVilder on the point, and that should be a great defense against Boylan because Boylan does like to penetrate. And we've talked about the great wingspan of the Moline players along the way. So the teams are beginning to approach their benches. We are within 15 seconds of the start here tonight, and I tell you what, if you can't get excited about a super sectional basketball game, the first ever from the mark of the Quad Cities, Moline Maroons against the Boylan Titans. And let's get ready to play some basketball. Bob Hansky doing the public address announcing from United Township High School tonight.
And Rockford Boylan are members of the IHSA. And
very important announcement now. The IHSA, and we've talked to you folks about that quite a bit throughout the year. The IHSA is really serious about sportsmanship. And they're doing everything they can along the way.
With the
Moline Maroons will be the visiting team. Non-starters for Moline. Number 32 is Tom Dyke. Number 52 is Dorian Earl. Number 20, Marcus Morrow. Number 14 is Andrew Boster.
Number
5, Ryan Dexter.
Number
24, Damon Hook. Number 4 is Andy Ryan. Number 22, B.J. Fisher. Number 42, Chris Whitaker. Number 12, Nick Imes.
And the non-starters for the Rockford Boylan Fighting Titans.
For the Titans, they're non-starters. Number 3, Trevor Brown. Number 4 is Brandon Parker.
Number 10,
Danny DeMario is number 10. Number 11, Jeff Myers. Number 20, Phil Potter.
Number 21, Kyle Nelson.
Kyle Nelson is number 21. Number 33 is Roy Sackmaster.
Number 45, Chris Harvey.
Chris Harvey is number 45. Number 50, Dan Newman. Number 52, Ottaviano. Number 52, Adam Ottaviano.
Starting lineups for tonight.
Now our starting lineup. Yeah, welcome aboard.
Boy, it's nice.
Is in the building.
That's nice to be here, Jim.
Woo! Here we go.
Here we go, those starting lineups.
Number 50.
At center for the Rockford Boylan Titans, number 50.
Well, we're going to go over to Moline.
Oh, Moline.
They're the visitors. That's okay.
Moline's the visitor tonight?
Yep, that's okay.
Thought they got the whites.
I know.
Ian Hanneman.
Ian Hanneman.
50 is Ian Hanneman. Which one do you want?
Hey,
tonight?
we know who the starters are.
Yes, we do. From Moline.
For Rockford Boylan and guard, number 12, Joe Tully.
At guard, number 12, Joe Tully. He's a 6'2" sophomore.
For Moline, at forward, number 54.
54 for Moline is Steve Cottrell. He's a 6'4" senior.
For Rockford Boylan.
For Rockford Boylan.
At guard, 23.
Number 23,
Zachary.
Nick Zachary, a 6'1", 190-pound senior.
For the Maroons.
For Moline.
At guard,
44. Number 44, 6'6" senior, Nick DeVilder, averaging 13.8 points a ball game.
Yeah, we're looking for a big game out of Nick tonight.
Boy, that's for
For
sure.
the Fighting Titans. At forward,
For
32.
Boylan, at forward, number 32, Kurt Vavra, 6'4" senior.
For
the Maroons at guard. Number 30 is Kenny Spranger. Coach, they've got in here, he's averaging 2.8, but after averaging in double figures in that sectional, he's got to be up closer to 5 or 6 points a ball game.
Yeah, Kenny Spranger had really stepped up big in the tournaments here.
They did.
And now center for the Titans, number 4, Damir Krapolia, a 6'7" junior, leading rebounder on the team, averaging 10 boards a game.
At
forward for the Maroons.
Travis Wilson.
Travis Wilson wearing number 34 tonight.
For the Titans. At forward.
For the Titans at forward,
0,
Craig Hobson, 6'2" senior.
Coach of the Moline Maroons, Frank Dexter.
Frank Dexter is the coach of the Moline Maroons.
Steve Gores.
Steve Gores is the coach for the Titans, Coach. Welcome aboard. Well,
Hey, nice to be here.
and you're not even breathing hard.
Traffic was a bear.
And in here in plenty of time.
So was that meeting I was
Boy,
at.
you did good in the pre-game interview too. You were awesome.
Was I? Did I ask all the right questions?
You asked all the good questions, and we'll dub those in later. We're ready for basketball.
We'd like you to please stand or remove your hats for our national anthem.
Well, getting ready for the national anthem here, folks, so we'll stand and have a moment here. Is this exciting? Coach Sanders, Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders here courtside at the mark. Super sectional time. First time 30 years it's been here in Moline, and how apropos is it that the Moline Maroons are here on the home court, so to speak, at the mark of the Quad Cities.
The officials, I got to get the officials' names accurate from our statistician here, Joanne Sanders. What are our names there? Ernest Flores and Ray Patagini from Chicago. Flores is from Bloomingdale, excuse me, and these guys will either A, move on to Bloomington and work the in the state tournament, or next year they'll be moving on to work that. So quality officials here. We're ready to play basketball. The mark of the Quad Cities. Let's go get them.
Well, the Maroons in there, maroon and white uniforms, and Boylan in the white uniforms with the green trim.
Big crowd here, Coach. I thought if they could fill the lower bowl, I would be excited. There must be 7,500 to
I had it on good authority.
People.
I talked to somebody yesterday, and they overheard someone talking that as of yesterday, 7,000 tickets were sold. So, well, the tip goes up. Moline control.
DeVilder with the ball, and the Maroons move the ball up court. First possession.
He's going to work against Nick Zachary. Boylan's going to come out in there man-to-man.
Low pass. Hanovan wasn't able to come up with that one. The first turnover of the ball game. And I would venture to say, at least if experience from the shootouts are any indication, it takes both teams a little while to adjust to this playing surface.
Well, it's a very different shooting background. Zachary way outside.
But on the other hand, it may not take him any time at all.
Nick Zachary.
Nice left-handed jump shot.
He brings in his 21-point average into this game and almost 10 boards.
Yeah. The Maroons now going against the man-to-man defense. Cottrell out to Wilson. Travis Wilson at the top of the circle. Penetrates. Spranger to Wilson. Turnaround blocked.
That's big Damir Krapulia in there. Excuse me. Zachary drives to the hole. Rebound put back by Krapulia, won't go. Another rebound put back.
And DeVilder comes up with the rebound. 4 shots at it there, though.
Well, the Maroons have had a pretty good size and not an advantage all year, but they haven't had to worry about the size. Boylan looks like to be the bigger team here.
Wow, Hanovan that time forced that shot a little bit against the big guy, and I think already you can see his presence in the middle making a difference.
Big Craig Hobson rips down that board. Here comes Zachary now, brings the ball down. Moline going to stay in their zone. They've had real good success with that all season.
Builder on the point. They've got to hit those boards hard.
And the ball's off.
That's right.
Off Cottrell is going to go, off Hobson. Cottrell was there for the rebound. Hobson tipped it out of his hands. Maroons will inbound.
And Moline brings the ball down. No full court or half court pressure. Looks like they're going to pick the Maroons up near midcourt. DeVilder will trigger the offense. Cottrell with the ball. Hanovan, nice fake. Short. Wilson with the rebound, up and good. A put back for Moline. Travis Wilson. 3-2 Boylan with 6:06 to go. Maroons half court press.
Krapulia off to Zachary, loses his dribble, ball fake up, count it.
Nick Zachary.
Well, Coach, he hits the three-pointer. He hits the three-pointer, and then he penetrates and pops it in from there. They'll make it hard to stop.
Well, you can see why he's averaging 21 points a game. Handles the ball, brings it up the floor.
Travis Wilson for 3 off the iron. Cottrell with the rebound. Spranger for 3. Count it. Kenny Spranger.
Kenny Spranger with 3.
5-5.
Hobson kicked it back out front.
Very
Number
athletic
32.
there,
That's Kurt Vavra.
3 again.
Long rebound down to Moline.
Oh, on the breakout. Ahead to Travis Wilson. Doesn't go.
Krapulia on the rebound.
We're broadcasting from the end of the gymnasium here. I didn't see whether he got fouled or what there, but great hustle by Moline. Nowhere to go. 3 seconds maybe.
Ball's loose on the floor.
Great hustle by Moline.
Well, what action here? Hobson, top of the key, won't go. Spranger's going to let the ball go out of bounds.
Woo. You want action, you got it here at the mark tonight.
I tell you, Moline's going to have to work for every single rebound because it's obvious that the Titans here, the Rockford Boylan Titans, are very good rebounders.
No, they are. And they jump well, and so far they've got very good position on the boards. It seems like they have inside position every time.
Yep.
Set
period
play.
5.
Spranger, 4-3 off the front of the rim, hits the top and out of play.
Come the first sub of the ball game. Number 10 checks in for Boylan. Danny DeMario, a 5'8" senior. And we'll have, looks like Zachary's going to go to the bench.
Well,
interesting there. Maybe the coach didn't like the way he was handling the ball, or
something, penetrating a little bit too
wasn't
much
running
or
the offense that they talked about.
But he's only scored all 5 of their points. He probably won't sit too long, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe he's been sick or something. We don't know some of those things.
That's right. Well, now the Moline set that zone up. DeVilder on the point. Wilson, Spranger on the wings, and the big guys underneath, Hanovan and Cottrell. Good defensive position.
Nice move down inside. Number 32, Kurt Favre. Boy, nice use of his body there to fend off the Maroons, and I think he's left-handed anyway, but he put it up left-handed.
Coach, and he decided he was going to go, and he headed out. DeVilder, another good rebound by the Titans.
Loose ball. They're getting all the loose ball rebounds right now. Here we go. A lob over the top.
Man.
Krupalia answers right back for the Titans. 9-5 now. Maroons need to answer. 3:32 remaining here, first quarter. We're at the super sectional at the mark. Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders. As you mentioned, courtside.
It's pretty cool. I like this. I tell you, the Maroons are not getting much going on the inside. Set play again, though. Travis Wilson, 4-2.
4 points for Travis.
Moline has run 3 set plays to get those shots right off the bat.
And they're coming off the back screen, coming off the baseline, and they're getting their feet set and getting their shoulders squared and getting good looks. They've had good shots. Just got to knock them down. DeMario, that's Hobson, top of the key. Look inside, Vavra.
Oh, quick hand.
Gets the ball taken away. That was Hanovan.
Hanovan, Wilson, DeVilder, layup for 2. Assist by Travis Wilson. Tie ball game, 9-9.
Well, about the time the Titans pull away, here comes the Maroons right back, 9-9. DeMario. And as you might imagine, Zachary is up off the bench for Boylan, getting ready to check back in. Vavra down, turns, spins, left hand, too strong.
Spranger with the ball ahead to Travis Wilson. A little strong there. Great body control. Hanovan gets fouled.
Ian Hanovan. Travis Wilson made a great athletic play to keep that ball alive, keep it in play. Saw Ian Hanovan filling the lane down the middle, and Hanovan gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
One thing about the Maroons, they're going to run that floor, that's for sure. You got 3 subs coming in for Boylan. Now you got number 4 in the ball game, Coach.
Number 4, that's Brandon Parker.
Okay. Number 33 dropped in there, and Zachary came back.
That's Sackmaster's come in, and Zachary's back on the floor.
And for the Maroons, Dorian Earl enters the ball game for the first time, and Cottrell sits down. Hanovan shooting 2, 9-9 tie, 2:23 to go in the first quarter. And he puts one up there.
And Ian breaks the tie, 10-9 Maroons now.
Well, looks like Moline's weathered the storm a little bit there. For a split second there, it looked like the Titans were going to make something happen real
Well, the Maroons
fast.
were coming down getting one shot.
That's right.
Second one's no
Travis
good.
Wilson on the offensive board, and count that basket. 12-9 Moline.
DeMario quickly up the floor. Zachary, 3-pointer, strong, won't go.
Great rebound by Spranger to DeVilder. Ahead to Earl, off his hand, but it's going to be Titans kick that ball off. That way we had the worst view.
Hard to see that one
from
here. That's at the far end from where we're sitting. But
I'll tell you what, a great place though, Coach. We're sitting there, we can look right at the big board at the far end. So if we don't see it live, we can take a look at it. Great coverage. Now we're using 3 cameras tonight, I think.
Boy, good look by Hanovan. Wilson kicked that ball out. Wilson tipped that ball off Sackmaster. So it'll be Boylan's ball.
In the paper today, they talk about Boylan using 8-9 guys, and that they're already up to
they've got 8 or 9. They got their 8 or 9 going already.
Right.
Well, here we go. 12-9 Moline. That's DeMario out front. Maroons extending that zone out a little bit now. Zachary finds a hole in the middle. He takes it, and he's going to score. Foul's going to go on Hanovan, if I'm not mistaken.
Coach, he's a big-time player.
Nick Zachary managed to hang in the air there.
Zachary goes to the line for the Fighting Titans.
One team foul apiece now. 12-11. 1:41 remaining in the first quarter. This is Nick Zachary at the line. He is an impressive athlete. And he knocks down that free throw. completes the three-point
tough,
play.
too. He's got both ankles taped up and no socks. So I've got to admire that look. That's a first for me.
Yeah, it
I've
makes
seen
you look
the
like your socks are staying up all the time.
I've seen the no socks. I've seen the low socks. I've seen the high socks. Now we go with the tape. But hey, if it works, everybody will be doing it next year. Dorian Earl. Travis
Boylan,
Wilson
quick hands.
on the drive. Bellied into him. Count that basket.
DeMario, hip underneath.
Right underneath.
Travis Wilson hangs in the air, puts it through.
Not many people besides Travis Wilson are going to be able to make that shot. 14-12 Moline with 1:21 to go here.
Wilson goes to the line for the Maroons.
Number 12 checks in. Joe Tully comes back in. One of the starters for the Boylan.
Travis Wilson steps to the line, 14-12. Travis has 8 points here in the first quarter. And make that 9, 15-12 lead.
6-1.
Here comes Zachary. He's got the ball. He's out front. Sack Master. Long three.
Great rebound.
Wilson.
Oh, that's not where you want to put that. Travis did a great job, but the ball went right to Boylan.
Nick Zachary standing right there.
Yeah.
Travis tried to get the ball to Ian Hanovan. He'd gotten up and had the ball tipped out of his hands.
Yep.
Travis Wilson is 6'2", working in there against Hobson, who's also 6'2", and Hobson had tipped it out of his hands. So
Moline still going against that man-to-man defense. Spranger controls the ball to Earl. Tries to penetrate inside. A breakout. Look out.
Nick Zachary, exclamation point.
36 seconds to go. 16-15 Boylan, just like that.
12 points to Nick Zachary right now.
Man,
His average is 21, folks.
he's well on his way. Travis Wilson. Oh, Hanovan on the putback.
Ian Hanovan
on that offensive board. Oh, DeVilder on the steal, and he can't put it in. Nick DeVilder stole the inbound pass. They want double dribble. They want something. Hanovan on the rebound. The Maroons break
8
out
seconds.
to DeVilder. At 7 seconds, DeVilder puts it up for 3. It bounces twice. Hanovan on the putback. And the horn goes off. It will not count. Oh my, what a first quarter here at the Mark. Super sectional basketball. Jim Sanders and Jim Smith. It's a TCI, a Family Ties production. Channel 38, they're raising the roof tonight at the Mark. We'll be right back with second quarter action.
Well, we're back here at the Mark. Boylan's ball, they trail 17-16. What a great first quarter. We got a packed house here. We got them all the way up to the rafters.
Coach, I'm going higher than that. I'm going about 8,500 right now. That's my guess.
You don't see any empty seats.
No, you sure don't.
Got some standing room only up in the balcony in the corners.
Man,
Now Zachary looks inside. Krupala puts his shoulder down, takes it to the hole.
that's a nice
Count it.
move there. Boy, used that glass beautifully. Steve Gores got himself a nice ball club, and of course he's been here before. He knows what it takes to get into the super sectional and to win it. Some classic battles between Coach Gores and Coach Reed from Rock Island, and now he's having to battle somebody else equally as good.
And Krupala, nice defense, anticipated that entry pass, jumped around and stole the ball.
Nothing but net. Coach DeVilder did as good a job as he could on that. Long arms and all, he still didn't come
Nick
close.
Zachary, boy, is he smooth.
Oh, man.
I mean, that was just, I'm just dribbling and the ball's up and he shoots.
And he takes that one move towards the basket in a split second. DeVilder might get a charge here. Looks like it.
That's
It's going to be a player control foul. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Yeah, I tell you, Zachary, we've seen some good with Joey Range and Travis and Nick and those guys in the ball game for Moline, number 54. And that's Steve Cottrell.
And I have it on good authority just this evening. That's Cottrell.
Okay, and we'll just try to call him that.
We'll try to get
Since we
Cottrell
called him the
in.
wrong.
And we've been calling him Cottrell all season.
With Cottrell, so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, nice play there by.
Kind of a no look, but Steve flipped that ball right out of bounds. Dangerous pass across that paint, though.
I'll tell you, it was coming in a hurry, though. If he hadn't touched it, you and I were going to get hurt.
Sackmaster on the inlet. Gets it into Krupala.
Hey, we could take these seats every ball game, Coach. We'd be okay.
Krupala gets it into the paint.
Moline fans thinks he's traveling. DeVilder controls the rebound.
Joe Tully, point blank, can't get it to go. All Maroons on the rebound.
That's right. Well, DeVilder with the ball. Hanovan going to take it back to DeVilder. Three-pointer from the top of the circle, won't go.
And Joe Tully, the sophomore, with the rebound, gets it to Kropalya.
He does a nice job.
They don't have any qualms about him handling the ball.
No.
I mean, he was hanging back there to help out. Here's Zachary. Look out, folks. Nice dish. Dish to Sackmaster, and he gets his first two. Great assist, Nick Zachary. Nick Zachary can do it all.
Coach, we need to write that name down, and we'll have to check with our Rockford friends here at halftime, figure out where he's going. He's got to be going to school somewhere. Man, alive.
Boylan staying with their man-to-man. Skip pass over the top.
Oh, Travis penetrates. Could be a foul, and there will be. But they're going to call it on the drive, and no free throws will be shot here.
Let's see who that foul was on. It could be on Kropalya. Could be on, yeah, it is. It's on Damir Kropalya.
Well, the Moline Maroons right now have Spranger,
Three team fouls now for
Cottrell, Travis Wilson, and Hanovan. Inbounds play, DeVilder, nice shot. That's
It's
what
short.
they wanted on that. Oh,
Wilson
Travis
out
Wilson
battles.
adjusts in the air, keeps it alive. Oh my.
We're going to have a reach in on Cottrell.
Yep. I'll tell you what, the Maroons, though, much more active on the boards right now. What we saw at our end, which is the end they're going to be coming to now, the Boylan end, that's the way Boylan was early in the ball game, and now the Maroons are all over that board.
Well, I'm sure Coach Dexter had something to say about that at the quarter.
Sure.
You know, they were doing okay. They had the lead, but let's work a little harder on the boards. Here we go. Titans ball under the Moline basket. They lead 23-17.
Coach, and they just look up there, you know, they score in bursts right now. I wouldn't have guessed that the score. I'm sitting there looking at 5:35 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, Moline has yet to score this quarter, so it was 17-16 at the quarter.
Look out. Man.
I'll tell you what, we had Hanovan overplays the ball. Kropalya holds him off with the body, turns to the basket, and he's done that one before.
What a quick step, Coach. Quick step, quick jump. Travis Wilson's going to block that against almost anybody else. Didn't come close. Travis Wilson sets up for three. A little strong.
Sackmaster rebound, gets it to Zachary. He makes things happen. He seizes the floor.
Watch this move, folks. Oh, my. Oh, Hanovan clears that board.
Boy, great pass to Tully. He couldn't finish it off.
And he's done that before, because I tell you, he was looking for that pass. Most guys would have been going to the board, but couldn't put it in. Break for the Maroons right now, down by 8.
Well, they need to answer. 25-17, 4:45 left in the first half. Maroons are up against it here. They got their work cut out.
Another turnover.
A couple of unforced errors by the Maroons, and when you play at this level, you can't afford to have any of those kind of...
Moline's going to take a timeout right now.
Well, with the timeout on the floor, Rockford Boylan 25, Moline 17. We'll be right back with the remainder of the first half. But we're back at the mark. Jim Sanders and Jim Smith here bringing you the action. The Maroons failed to score the first 2 minutes and 23 seconds, make that 3 minutes and 22 seconds of this quarter. They trail 25-17. It's been all Rockford to Boylan since the break.
I'll tell you, and Rockford's gone, like you say, 8 or 9 deep, and they're all athletes, Coach. They haven't sent one kid in the ball game yet. You could even consider it in the slightest way a weak link in
spot.
any spot. Anyway, look at this.
Zachary in the corner. Hobson back in the ball game now for Boylan. Zachary on the drive. Well, what body control?
That's charge for anybody else. Moline set up perfect position.
What body control? He changed his body in midair. We don't want to get too gaga over this.
Moline's going to change the offense with Travis now at the point. Running some low post picks. Nice screen and roll down low. Hanovan can't get it. Wilson can't get it. Wilson.
Ball's blocked. Parker. Brandon Parker on that block. Zachary, three won't go. Parker hustles for the rebound.
Travis Wilson. And Moline on the run. To Hanovan. 4-2. Ian Hanovan. 25-19.
And Moline finally gets off the snide here in the second quarter. They've had a couple of point-blank looks and just haven't been able to convert.
That helped. Maybe they've weathered the storm now. There's a steal right there. DeVilder with that great quickness.
Zachary won too many times with the no-look pass. DeVilder, great anticipation, picked that ball off.
Travis Wilson right now to Spranger. That's his shot. Get down. Off the rim again. Moline attacks the boards, but do not get the rebound.
Mr. Zachary.
Long, way long.
That's a long one.
But on the other hand, maybe he plays quarterback for somebody. Keep going now. Keep going.
Be Maroons ball under the Titan basket. Take it the other way.
Wow.
Good idea. Zachary had Hobson out front there, but boy, did he launch that baby.
Dorian Earl checks in for the Maroons. And Hanneman's going to sit down. Foul problems are not going to be any trouble tonight. Also,
Ryan
Dexter comes in. Number 5 is in the ball game right now for Moline.
Kurt Vavra back in for the Titans now. Vavra, Tully, Zachary, Kapalia, and Hobson.
Spranger sits down, and Hanneman sits down for Moline. Get a few minutes of rest here. Earl with the ball, penetrates, stops, pops off the rim, and count it. Dorian Earl for a 2, 25-21 Boylan, 2:44 to go. My,
Zachary pulls up, pops it, ball's loose. Tipped in by number 12. We're going to give it to Joe Tully. I'm not so sure that wasn't a Maroon that did that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Moline tried to keep that ball alive, and you have to do that sometimes to give yourselves a chance, and it just went in the basket. Travis Wilson, that ball won't go, but what a nice drive.
Well, you can hear the fans. 32.
Now this is the time of the year where you got to rest just briefly, very briefly. Hanneman checks back in the ball game. Spranger comes back in the ball game. Cottrell sits down, and Dexter sits down. All you need is maybe 30, 40 seconds.
Let me get my legs back under me and get the wind back in my lungs, and we'll go back on.
Well, it's warm in here, and the court's 10 feet longer. So that makes a little difference. I was reading in the paper that Boylan has played, of course, they played the Illinois State Classic, but they've played 7 or 8 ball games on a college-length court, and Moline probably has played, well, maybe one.
One at the shootout here in December.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know if they've played any courts this size or not. Well, Wilson misses that first one.
Moline has weathered the storm, though. We're down 6 points, 2:21 to go in the half. Wilson with a chance to draw closer. It's up, and it's good. 27-22. Rockford Boylan, the Titans, come into the ball game, coach 29-2, and that's not a padded record. They're awfully good.
I'm sure they can play with anybody in the state with what we've seen here.
Travis Wilson with the ball. Great ball handling skills.
He's going to pull up, spin
move. Foul coming. Ball didn't go. Travis at his best, though, taking that ball to the basket.
I believe that's going to go on, it's be 15 foul now. It's going to be on Kapalia. That's his second. As we mentioned, 5 team fouls. Travis is going to go to the line, shoot another pair here. He has 10 points on the night already. Here comes number 4, Brandon Parker, checking in. Kapalia takes his 2 fouls and goes to the bench.
Well, you don't want him, you don't want him getting, especially 2:03 to go in the half. You can get him out of this half with the lead and give him 3 fouls to play with in the second half.
And you've already mentioned that Boylan has a lot of good athletes, so they're not losing too much.
No. Travis Wilson sinks that first free throw.
Puts that lead to 4, 27-23.
On its way, Travis Wilson makes them both. 12 points for Travis Wilson. He has half the Moline total right now, 27-24. The Moline fans come to their feet, and it's about 70%, 75% of this crowd. Wilson's going to pick up a foul, however. Boylan's got a nice crowd here, though, Coach. I will say that. They've got the lower bowl about this, what would be the camera side, I guess, of the lower bowl filled with
a lot of green
fans.
A lot of green shirts over there.
There's a lot of maroon in here, too. I noticed you wore your maroon shirt tonight, Coach. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to be a Maroon fan tonight.
Right. They want 5 seconds and don't get it. I don't blame them. The crowd was on that one.
Well, they made several ball fakes.
Nice.
Kenny Spranger
with long arm.
Great hands.
Hanneman controls, stops.
He's going to lose it. There we go.
Spranger. Oh, pass inside and deflected. Ian Hanneman with the ball. Moline probably needs to set this thing back up here and get this thing started again. DeVilder's wide open for 3. CBA 3, a little longer than he might want to shoot that.
They're looking down, and we've seen several players shoot from beyond the CBA line.
Right. Oh, count it.
Zachary.
Like Dorian Earl's going to pick that foul up, Coach.
Nick Zachary again to the basket.
Coach Dexter might be asking the impossible. We were right here next to his play, and he asked guys to step in front and draw a charge. Well, the way this young man has body control, I don't think you can get in his way.
No, we've seen that several times where he's been in the air, somehow changed his body position.
17 points, is that right now, Coach? Man alive.
Nick Zachary was 7 points. Going to go to the line, try to complete a three-point play.
Won't go though.
Long rebound, DeVilder.
Moline sets up, 1:17 to go. Oh, got knocked away there. Here come the Titans. Sweet. Just absolutely sweet. 20 points already.
Cool cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. That was right in front of us.
He can jump as high as anybody, but if there's nobody on him, he takes a little set shot out there. Puts that ball right in the basket.
Moline needs to answer.
Hanovan, pressure on him, though. I think that shot was partially blocked.
Ball came up short.
It came up short for some reason.
We're under a minute, 45 seconds remain. Boylan stretch that lead to 8 now, biggest lead of the game.
Coach Gores wants his team to spread out. They're going to go 4 corners right now, and guess who gets the ball in the middle?
Well, he's going to score a layup, or he's going to dish to somebody else who's going to score a layup, or there'll be a foul.
Guys coming out of the corner. You watch when he penetrates here. They're starting. The 25 seconds. They're going to go man-to-man. Moline's going to go man-to-man. Coach Dexter does a nice job here. They end up putting on trap a little bit out there, but they've got DeVilder chasing Zachary around.
Haven't seen Maroons play much man-to-man, but this is a... There we go. Now they got it set. 10 seconds. Partially blocked.
Spranger had position on that one, Coach, at the very end there. Well, we're at halftime here at the mark of the Quad Cities, Super Sectional Basketball. This is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith. You're watching TCI, Family Ties, Channel 30. The Boylan Titans lead 32-24 over our Moline Maroons. We'll be back with some stats in just a few minutes.
Here at the mark, it's been all Boylan second quarter. They outscored the Maroons 16-6 in that quarter. Stretch their lead from a 1-point deficit to an 8-point margin, 32-24. They lead it. The big story this half is Nicholas Zachary, Rockford Boylan's point guard, Mr. Do Everything, averaging 21 points on the night. He has 20 in the first half.
Coach, I'm going to go find out where he's going to go to school. I was going to do that at halftime. I will be right back.
Well, while we're here, we got a few more scoring totals for you. Maroons were led by Travis Wilson. Leads the Maroons with 12 points. We got Coach Reed here. Coach Reed, come here and sit down here. Put this on.
How's something he can do?
Yeah, he's looking at the pictures. Put that on and give us your take on the first half, Coach. Coach Duncan Reed, Rock Island Rock head coach.
Well, I thought Boylan got Moline in exactly the kind of game they like to play, and 43 is an awfully good athlete. But I think what Moline needs to do, you better get the hands in DeVilder, Wilson, Hanovan, period.
The guys that got him here.
Exactly, and let them do, if they're going to get beat with those guys doing it.
How do you take him out of the game?
Well, you let him shoot himself out of the game, and you protect the ball when he reaches around on defense, because that's what he did real well. All right,
thanks, Coach.
Yeah, I'll see you guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Coach Duncan Reed, legendary Rock Island High School coach. Here we go, Maroons inbounds the ball, tipped out of bounds.
Who was that masked man who was just on the TV here? Who was he?
Coach Duncan Reed passes through, gives us his take on the first half here. Well, we'll see. He's predicting that Moline has to get the hands in. The ball in the hands of
Travis Wilson got hit in the nose or something. Coach, he's stopping right now. He's hurt.
I think
that tooth looks
like.
like.
He's looking like he's holding his teeth. Hobson, long three. Krapalia up with the rebound. Wilson brings it down.
He's hurt a little bit.
Says, wait a minute, I want to check my dentures.
Talking to the Boylan folks over there, Coach, it appears as though Zachary's going to go junior college, kind of a junior college route here, looks like, and hopefully he can latch on to a high-powered junior college program and academically get the work done, and then like they were saying, talent-wise he could play just about anywhere. It's just a matter he's got to understand the student athlete part of this thing, and so far he's done much better job with the athlete part than the student part. But it'd be nice to see a young man like that continue to play, but you got to set those priorities.
Certainly appears to have the talent, so if maybe he'll see the import of the, like you said, the academic area. Travis Wilson Yeah, I think it was more of a contact lens problem.
Very good, very good. Well, the Maroons with the ball. Travis low post, gets the ball, spin. Oh, nice move, control in the air, won't go. Hanneman tries to rebound but can't get it.
Boy, Krapayev, woo, big board, 6'7" junior.
Well, we got a foul underneath the basket under here somewhere.
Not too much body on him. Let's see. It's going to go on.
Cottrell called for the foul.
Cottrell's going to pick that foul up. I was looking over there at either 0-0 or Cottrell. Nice inbounds play there. He might have walked. Also got bumped a little bit, but what a move. That's a hard one for the fans to understand. I think there's no question he traveled on that play, but Moline bodied him 3 times. Now you either got to call, you can't call traveling, so you're going to have to call a foul. But in that case, Moline would have taken a foul. 34-24, Coach. It's going the wrong way for the Maroons right now.
Maroons need to do something right here on this possession. They need to answer. Boylan playing a tough man-to-man. Zachary all over.
DeVilder on a nice move. DeVilder, Cottrell, jump ball coming.
Ball's going to go to the Titans on the alternate possession rule. So I'll tell you what, all the Titan players, all the Boylan players we've seen so far are looking to pick that ball out of your hands if you're not protecting the ball.
And we mentioned earlier, they've gone, I think 9 players right now, 9 or 10, and they're all good athletes. Of course, we know Boylan's had a great football tradition. Some of these guys play both, but they got good athletes up there. Catholic school in the Rockford area. Look at that jump. Springer did everything he could do there.
Kapaya, big board, gets it ripped away. Woo! Cottrell comes down with it.
Out too. Travis Wilson and the Maroons down 10 with 6:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Need a basket.
Well, they have yet to score. Coming up on 2 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter.
A little 2-man game there with Wilson and Hanneman, pick and roll.
Got a reach-in foul. I think he's pointing at Vavra. No shot. That'll be a ball's on the floor, so we'll just inbounds.
I tell you, our officials have done a nice job of letting the people know. If you watch them, they're giving you information. He's going to shoot 2 shots, what he said initially. Then he pointed this way, and I wasn't quite sure what he was doing there. But they've called, I think, a very consistent ball game. There's the Boylan people now want him to call them both ways. Go figure.
Well, one referee pointed at the floor, and the other ref put him on the line. So Moline finally breaks into the scoring column.
Travis Wilson makes that first free throw. 34-25. Boylan leads.
Kurt Vavra with that foul for Boylan. That's his 3rd.
He's a good player, Coach. He's strong on the boards. He's real active. He's been after every loose ball. So they're going to need to put a sub in for him, but when they go to the bench, they're coming with another great athlete. Steal by Moline. Cottrell with the ball. Travis Wilson across the 10-second line. Control his spin move, turn, pops off the rim, won't go. Hanneman on the rebound. Springer off the rim, no good. Moline's getting some good shots right now. The ball just won't go.
They're getting some good looks. Joe Tully with the rebound, and we'll bring it up to Zachary.
Yeah, they'll fall. It's a long ball game here. Oh, my.
Hobson, Craig Hobson.
Oh, that ball didn't have much air underneath it, but it went nothing but bottom of the
First
net.
Points of the night, and it's a huge 3. That's a CBA 3.
You bet.
Coming out of that corner.
Well, Moline sets up 2-man game again with Hanneman and Travis Wilson. Pick and roll. Wilson to the baseline, tries to get it down low. You're right, Boylan's on every ball down there.
Tough pass, tough entry pass.
And Maroons control.
Zachary comes
Breakout
out
to Travis Wilson. Lays it up and in. Moline gets 2, and it's 37-28. Travis Wilson up to 16 points in this ball game now.
Moline has to keep it within single digits here. They can't let Boylan run off and hide.
Well, one thing that I think Boylan's doing a good job of, we need to watch some of the matchups. Who's got DeVilder right now, because DeVilder's stuck on 2 points, and who's guarding Hanneman because Hanneman's got 5, and that's far below their average. Travis Wilson's doing what he would ordinarily do.
Right.
But I want to take a look next time down. Let's see what they're doing with DeVilder, and Hanneman we know is getting double and triple team once he gets the ball in the low post. Oh, great pass.
Nice pass, Zachary. Krapayev finishes up. He's in double figures. That's 10 points for Krapayev on the night.
And now they've got their 2 big scorers up there in double figures where they want them. Travis Wilson controls. Springer open in the lane, but they can't find him. Finds him in the corner finally. Cottrell up and in. Nice bank shot. Springer to Cottrell.
Boylan quickly out of the way. High arching shot.
My. But look at that big board in there.
That's Vavra with the ball.
He can't quite get that shot off. Moline people want to foul, travel. They're not going to get that call.
Ian Hanover's going to reach in, get called for the foul.
But I'll tell you what, Vavra just stayed after that ball.
Well, he's obviously a very strong athlete because he had 2 guys picking at that ball. He wasn't giving it up.
And he's doing all that with 3 fouls. He's hanging in there. He hit the board hard down here, and he's very aggressive at the other end.
It's an interesting call here. They put him on the line.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was shooting that ball. He wasn't up going up in the air. He was just.
I don't think so either. We had a pretty good look at that, long way away, but we had a pretty good look.
Missed them both.
Oh, Hanover with another big rebound. Hanover has had a career in this tournament time as far as rebounding. Travis Wilson won't go. Great move by Travis Wilson.
Good weak side board, Joe Tully. Very good fundamentals. The Maroon fans don't like that call. Steve Cottrell tried to step in, take the charge. Craig Hobson was moving enough laterally.
That's right.
To keep that.
If you folks at home are watching this on tape, if you've taped it, run it back. And I think you're going to get a pretty good view of a little lateral movement there. And the official, I think, made a good call there. I don't like it because I want Moline to win, but I think he made the right call.
Yeah. We got subs coming in. Sackmaster comes in for the Rockford Titans, Rockford Boylan Titans.
Going to get a sub in here. Number 32 is coming in the ballgame. That's Tom Dyke.
Tommy Dykes
is going to sit down.
Tommy Dykes played quite a bit this year.
Yes, he has.
Cottrell, 3 personals. It's Brandon Parker with the ball.
Block shot by Springer.
Springer from behind. We got Krapalia pushing off. That's probably a good call underneath there.
Very good call.
He may have been doing that all night. We don't know, but he got caught that time.
Yes, he did.
That's his 3rd foul. That's a big call.
Well, 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and Boylan, it appears like they're dominating the ball game, but they're only 9 points ahead. But here we go again. Take a look. Here's another sub coming in the ball game from
Number
Boylan.
50, Dan Newman, was in at the end of the half.
Yep.
He's a 6'4" senior.
They haven't lost much, Coach. I mean, they're all solid athletes out there right now.
Sackmaster, 6'3". Hobson, 6'2".
Go double high post offense. Travis Wilson going to run the point. Dyke inside to Hanover. Won't go. Travis Wilson tips it in. Nice shot, Travis Wilson.
Boy, again, Moline's getting some good looks. They just making me nervous. They're not making the first one. That was a nice tip, though, by Travis Wilson.
Very nice. But Travis is there all the time. Travis up to 18 points now.
7-point lead for Rockford. They're going to take a little air out of the ball, spread the court, see if they can get Moline out in their man-to-man, which they've done now. They're matching up that Springer on Zachary.
Well, they've got 2 big kids with foul trouble right now. If they can use a minute or 2, and wow, there's oh my gracious sakes alive.
Interesting. Brandon Parker.
Zachary's down, Coach, at the far end. I'm not sure whether it may be a cramp. He's grabbing the back of his leg. His toe with his toes down like that. It might be a cramp.
Yeah, I was watching Parker on that rebound. He made a shot from an impossible angle, and it was a bank shot.
It's one of those where you get up in the air and you figure for a split second that subs coming. You figure for a split second you got him totally out of control and he still scores. Why don't we take a short break here as we attend to the injured player out there, whether it's a cramp. It looks like a cramp to us, but we'll be back in just a couple minutes. 3rd quarter action. Boylan leads 41-32 over our Moline Maroons. 2:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
Well, we're back here. Super sectional action here at the mark. Moline Maroons, Rockford Boylan. Boylan's kind of taking control of the game, but the Maroons are hanging on. They're hanging on. They're hanging on. Nick Zachary leaves the game. I think that's just a cramp in his calf.
Yeah, looks like it. Put a little ice over it on the sideline. Probably no socks, tape, too tight.
Boylan coming out with a little three-quarter court pressure. I'm just letting that one go.
I felt you were going to do that. Oh, nice play. Travis Wilson and Ian Hanover now up to 7 points in the ball game.
Just under 2 minutes there in the third quarter remaining. DeMario has checked into the ball game for Rockford, taking Zachary's place.
Well, Maroons doing a nice job, Coach. Now they have had to go a little man-to-man here, but they're really sagging and switching immediately under there.
Well, I'm sure they work on their man-to-man. Coach Dexter has been a man-to-man coach his entire career, and the zone has just worked for him.
Well, and you also know that in a season like this, the better they got, the more teams' game plan. I know UT's game plan was to get them out, get ahead, draw them out of the zone, make them play man-to-man. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that, you know, you got to practice your man-to-man if that happens. So Moline's ready. Frank Dexter and his staff have done a tremendous job this year preparing this team.
Wilson on DeMario. Spranger comes in to help. DeMario starts to penetrate, kicks it back out. That's Sackmaster with the ball. Maroons are picking up the defensive pressure just a little bit here. Tommy Dyke in the ball game for the Maroons.
Nice job. Missed him coming in there. A lot of good defensive pressure. Tom's a solid defensive player.
40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Boylan's burned about a minute off the clock here with this possession.
Well, and Boylan's got the top 3 players out of the ball game right now, so consequently this is great strategy by Coach Gores to use some clock and get that this third quarter over with and be at least 7 points ahead.
Coming up on 20 seconds. Well, we'll see if they get into some kind of a set play now as we get down to 10 seconds. DeMario out the top. He's going to trigger the play. Coach is up off the bench.
Travis Wilson on him, quick tip away. Look at the Moline hustle. And that's right, Boylan's going to get the ball, but 5 seconds to go here now.
Boylan has 5.6 seconds to inbounds the ball.
You saw Travis was waiting to make that move. Full court pressure now by Moline, trying to get a 5 count here. DeVilder almost knocks the ball away. Travis almost knocks the ball away. Look at
DeMario coast to coast, throws it up and through. My goodness, Danny DeMario took the inbounds pass, dribbled through it for us, throws up a prayer at the buzzer, goes in. Rockford Boylan 43, Moline 34. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action.
Mark is 7,876.
Hey, we're back. Coach Smith, they just announced the attendance. What was that attendance figure?
7,876 fans.
I'll tell you what, that's impressive. Obviously, the Quad Cities is excited about sports, whether it's hockey or basketball. The fans are here and everybody's coming to their feet. Moline controls fourth quarter action. The winner of this game plays in Peoria Friday at 12:15 versus either Niles Notre Dame or Deerfield. Maroons need a comeback to get that job done. DeVilder, blocking foul call.
Shot goes up.
Gores is going crazy down there, and guess who picked that foul up?
Well, that's a big foul. That's number 4 on Damir Kupalia.
Well, that's just good strategy. Moline with DeVilder took that ball right to the basket. As soon as he recognized that Kupalia had the coverage there, he took it right to it.
And Kupalia is going to go to the bench, and Vavra comes back in for Boylan.
And DeVilder only has 1 foul, so you can take a chance there, even if they do call a charge. It's only your 2nd foul. That's a worthwhile gamble there, but DeVilder's going to go to the line, shooting 2. First one's a little bit short. 43-34. Moline now had lots of close-in shots in the third quarter and have got to come back here in the fourth quarter and turn things around. They're going to have to make everything they put up there. That's real strong. But Hanneman controls. That's right, Moline ball.
Newman tipped that ball out. Boylan had the last hand on it. Here comes Nick Zachary back into the ball game now. Evidently he
went to the locker room, Coach. The trainer just brought him out right at the end of the time between quarters there. So they were working on him in there somewhere. We got a ball coming right to us.
That hurts. That hurts. Moline got a break there and didn't take care of the ball on the inbounds.
Well, here again, 2 free throws, and a bad pass, unforced error there. And Moline could have had 4 points there, or 3 at least, somewhere along the line. And still 9-point lead by Boylan. Oh, nice pass, but the Moline gets the ball back.
Moline with a little pressure. Boylan goes a little more up-tempo. Newman can't handle the pass.
Oh, nice hustle. Look out.
Boy, great hustle by Craig Hobson there. Tips that ball out of bounds and then demonstrates his leaping abilities. He clears the entire row of cameramen down
there. He reminded me of a film I saw of Coach Smith at a little younger age. It was football film, of course, but that kind of spring in the legs.
Yeah, I always carried my own trampoline.
Hanavan inside on from a pass from Springer. 43-36, 7:19 to go in the fourth quarter.
Maroon's going to go three-quarter court.
They're good with this, too. With those long arms, there are not many holes. Cross-court pass. Moline will get to that one for long.
Let's see if they extend their zone out. Nope, they're going to go man-to-man.
Man-to-man.
Wilson on Zachary. Good matchup.
You bet.
Boylan going to run set some picks on the blocks. Break some cutters out. Zachary ran about 14 steps. Puts the shot up.
Big time move there.
Gets his first two of the second half.
Yep. Moline's done a nice job on him with man-to-man. Now and earlier they ran some zone and worked real well. And of course a cramp doesn't hurt anything. Oh, nice move, Travis Wilson. Stop, pop, won't go. Hanavan tips it in.
He and Hanavan, big 2 points here, 2 baskets here in the fourth quarter.
2-pointer for the Maroons.
Maroons within 7 now. Vavra with the ball.
Oh, geez.
Wilson just going for the ball, hit Vavra right in the face.
Ow!
I'm sure he didn't mean to, but
his nose moved about 4 or 5 inches there.
Wilson picks up the personal. That's 2 on him. 4 team fouls now for the Maroons in the second half.
Again, we'll point out again, I think the officiating has been very consistent in this ball game, and it's going to give the better team the opportunity to win this game right now. Moline putting on all kinds of pressure. Quick timeout.
Hobson gets trapped in the corner, has the presence of mind to call a timeout. So while there's a timeout on the floor, why don't we take a quick break? Boylan leads the Maroons 45-38, and we'll be right back.
Folks, again, a quick reminder that the winner of this ball game is in this particular bracket. There's only 2 rated teams left. Some upsets, of course. Moline upsetting LaSalle Peru helped that cause, obviously. But Rockford, Boylan, and Aurora West are the only ranked teams still in this bracket. So a winner here has an opportunity to move right on into the semifinals of the state tournament with a win in the quarters on Friday. So big ball game here, and the Maroons got to make a big comeback with 6 minutes to go. We're down to 6 minutes to play. 7-point lead for Boylan.
Maroons have come out and gone man-to-man.
And real well. I mean, they're playing real well also.
Marcus Morrow has checked in for the Maroons now, seeing his first action, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. Going in the paper today, they said that Ryan Dexter would be the first sub off the bench at guard, and whether Marcus has been sick or what the situation been, I'm not quite sure. But he didn't play much up in the sectional either.
Tully all alone. Off the glass too hard. Ball's loose. Still loose.
Hanavan
off the Maroons.
Oh, tightly. He called timeout.
He called timeout. Steve Cottrell.
Play by Steve Cottrell.
What a great play. Gives up his body. We've seen Steve do that the entire season. Hustles after that loose ball. Gets in the air. Calls timeout. And goes flying into the press row right in Tom Cornelis and Steve Batterson's lap down there. Tom Johnson down here. Mark Hessler.
Talk about press row. Well, the fans want a tee. The referees are going to talk about it, but a great effort by Cottrell. We're not going to leave here. Let's stay here right now through this timeout.
We'll talk about what the Maroons have to do to get themselves a 7-point down. It's going to be their ball. And we talked during the break about getting Nick DeVilder involved in the offense a little more. To give Boylan credit, they played good defense on Nick tonight. His shot's been slightly off. He's taken some long threes, and they haven't fallen for him. And we've seen Nick get in those shooting streaks.
That's right. And he is a streak shooter, as a lot of really good players are. His ability to be real cold but come back and knock down 3 or 4 in a row. Part of it is offensively, the Maroons have gone to having Travis Wilson at the point, and they run a lot of double high post, pick and roll, or single high post with Hanavan and Wilson, and DeVilder is just not in that play. He's going to have to get an offensive board if he's going to come up with it. It's going to get real loud in here right now.
Well, we got a 6-minute game. And there's Zachary. He's done that 3 times tonight. Wilson's after it.
They want goaltending. We're going to get a goaltending call. We're going to get a goaltending call on Wilson.
So give Nick Zachary that basket. Travis Wilson was trailing that play. We could see it coming.
Yep.
Steve Cottrell picks up his 4th personal foul.
Well, that hurts the Maroons with Cottrell picking up that 4th foul, because he is a valuable rebounder. Kenny Spranger is going to come back in the ball game. We'll see if he's going to replace Cottrell or not. Or DeVilder's going to take a short rest here. Nick won't be out very long, I don't imagine. For the Maroons now, they've got Wilson, Hanovan, Cottrell, Spranger, and Marcus Morrow in the lineup.
Nick Zachary. Maroons shut him out in the 3rd quarter. He's got 2 baskets, and he misses that free throw. 24 points on the night.
Hanovan to Wilson to Spranger for 2. Nice break by Moline.
Kenny Spranger, 5 points on the night. Maroons going to apply some pressure now. They've got Sackmaster. He finds Newman. They break the press.
Coach Dexter wanted him out of bounds. Right now, coaches can yell all they want because the officials can't hear them for a second. There ain't a chance in the world they can hear you.
Yeah, the entire Moline student section standing up over there.
There's a charge. Cottrell stood in there and took a charge.
That's a big foul by Zachary. Not only because it's a foul on Zachary, but because Cottrell stood in there and took it.
He sure did.
Believe it or not, that's Zachary's first personal.
Well, here come the Maroons. Marcus Morrow to control. Spranger will be out front. Travis Wilson's going to drop down, play a little bit low post, down in the box. Low post play to Wilson. Loose ball, Moline ball. You know, I'll tell you what, we're right here courtside. I kind of like these Boylan kids. I mean, they're talking to the ref, but they got a smile on their face.
It's not disrespectful.
No, not at all. Look at Devil's ear. He still can't believe. Oh, look at this. Travis Wilson, foul, ball won't go.
That Zachary picks up his 2nd. Nick Zachary looks at the other official and says, "Hey, he's pushing off."
That's right. Not buying it. Not going to buy it. Cottrell down at the far end down there is still hurt a little bit from taking that charge, I think. Well, that comes.
Yeah, he's holding his elbow a little bit. Of course, we saw him leave the game over at the last game of Wharton Fieldhouse there. Didn't he hurt his elbow over that?
Yeah. Number 12 came in the ball game here, Coach, for...
That's Joe Tully back in now for Boylan.
Travis Wilson makes the first free throw, and Coach, don't look now, but the Maroons are right back in this ball game.
Well, we got 4:49. It's a 6-point lead. 6-0. Rockford Boylan leads.
No sweat. Drop this one. 5-point ball game. Boylan's beginning to get a little nervous now because they're going to come right back.
Damir Krupaya.
4 fouls.
4 fouls, comes back in the ball game.
Fairly early here in the 4th quarter. The Moline crowd, of those 7,800 fans, there's 6,000 of them on their feet right now.
Krupaya handles the ball. They get it across the timeline. Zachary with the ball out front. Moline pretty much man-to-man here. And
Spranger has drawn the duty of guarding him and doing a nice job. Quick hands.
Hobson with the ball.
Marcus Morrow does a nice job.
Morrow just got knocked down by Hobson going after the ball. Hobson just said, "No, you don't. You're not going to run that ball down."
Mighty fine demonstration of that. Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It was all
lob over the top.
Hanovan can't cover it. Great effort by Ian, but too big and too quick.
Krupaya 12 points on the night.
49-42 Moline ball, 4:18 to go. Hanovan's working hard inside to get open, and he is. Oh, another good play. I could see where that big kid, if he could be in the ball game for the entire game without foul trouble, is a force. And a junior.
Boy, very good athlete. Very good athlete. You can see that. Hanovan picks up his 3rd.
Moline's going to take a timeout, Coach. Well, we'll take a break here at 4:10 to go in the 4th quarter. Boylan leads 49-42, and there's a lot of basketball to go, Coach, so we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders. We have 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in this super sectional contest, the first held ever at the Mark. Moline Maroons trail by 7, 49-42. Rockford Boylan, led by Mr. All-Everything, Nick Zachary, with 24 points on the night. But maybe also another impact player that had a profound effect on the game is Damir Krupaya, their 6'7" postman.
That's one of those plays, Coach, where you, oh, look out. Moline's on the hustle there, almost had that one. Whew. Zachary got loose just because he could jump higher on that.
Molin's going to double the ball. Zachary on the dribble.
Play. Good decision
by Moline. He takes it right to the basket.
Move. Oh, Moline fans thought he might have hooked the guy on the way by. Moline brings the ball up. They're down 9, 51-42. Less than 4 minutes to play. Super sectional basketball. First time ever from the mark of the Quad Cities. Uh-oh, look out. Spranger. Lost ball, good defense. Loose ball. Still loose. And a timeout call. Was that what we have here?
I believe that's what we got. Hobson had the loose ball covered, knew he was going to get tied up. He said, let's just call timeout and we'll retain possession.
Now that he's done that in critical situations where he's either going to get a 5 count or here in this case a held ball, even though the possession arrow at this point goes to Boylan. But why waste it if you don't have to?
Right.
Wow. This game is far from over, but Boylan's doing a beautiful job now at 51-42. Coach Dexter, talk about the run that Moline has had. You talk about a 29-2 record by Boylan, but after we talked about that 04, we just call that's preseason, as Coach Dexter calls it. Maroons are 23-2, so no slouches in this ball game.
Right.
The 2 teams that deserve to be here are here. Both will be really strong representatives, I think, in the state tournament. Either team is going to, I think, would win some ball games down there in the state tournament.
And like you said, by the time you get to this game, this level, there's no, you deserve to be here.
Yeah, Moylan here again, maybe a little more tournament experience as far as sectional, super sectional championships. They've had to battle on their home court, at least, when they play up at the Rockford Civic Center, but they played Rock Island several years. They haven't always won, but at least they've been in that game.
And in this facility, what a great facility for a ball game.
Oh, man.
The kids have risen to the occasion. Playing a great brand of basketball here.
Not been disappointed. And I said to some fans before we started tonight, if this ball game ended up in the 50s, I think it would really be in Moline's favor, because knowing Boylan as I do, they want to play this game in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and that means Moline's defense again has done a good job. Moline just hasn't shot the ball very well. When they've had good shots, hadn't been because their offense hasn't gotten some good shots. 5 count coming. Nope.
Boylan's going to be patient with the ball. Moline's going to double. That's Krapaya with the ball. Gets it to Zachary. He pulls it back out. We just went under the 3-minute mark.
Oh, my. That's fairly physical.
Ball's on the floor. Morrow comes out with it.
Comes on the run. Marcus Morrow. Travis Wilson for 3. It's got to go. Won't go. Hanneman. Put back. Ian Hanneman, another more. 51-44. We're back to that 7-point lead again for Boylan.
2 minutes, 35 seconds remain. Hobson gets it ahead to Sackmaster. They break the press. Reach in foul by DeVilder from behind.
Well, that's okay. That's a good foul. Keeps that clock stopped.
That's going to put Zachary on the line. That puts Boylan in the bonus now.
This game has not had a lot of free throws. That's for sure.
Boylan has made 1 free throw on the night. They're 1 for 4 to this point from the free throw line. They've only shot 4 free throws. Made 1 here. Zachary made 1 in the first quarter. Missed 1 in the second. Vavra missed a pair in the third quarter. Here comes Zachary missed 1 in the fourth quarter, trying to complete a 3-point play on the goaltending call.
That's right. Remember that one?
He gets that one, however.
That one down.
52-44.
Rise to the occasion in crunch time, and with 2:29 to go and a 9-point lead by Boylan, folks, this is now crunch time.
Well, Moline needs to score every time down the floor now, and they need to score in a hurry.
DeVilder, 4-3.
There we go.
Nick DeVilder, that's 1. Nick needs 3 of those.
Get Nick heated up here. We need to have Nick shooting that ball. Got to reach from behind foul. Now that's the same play that Nick Zachary, and I'm going to do a little lobbying here as a former guard. I used to hate that play where a guy reached around behind you and tipped the ball away from you. Zachary's done it 3 times tonight, no call. Wilson done it 1. He gets the call.
That's right.
Good call by the official, however.
And we're not saying it wasn't a foul, and it's just a matter of, and here again, sometimes if you're not careful as an official, you end up with a situation where you know Moline is maybe wanting to foul, and so if you're not careful, you start calling them closer than you would ordinarily.
Right.
If that hasn't been a foul up till now, it shouldn't be a foul now, even though Moline's trying to foul, or at least being more aggressive. Let's put it that way. 54-47, 2:11 to go.
Now Zachary has 3 in a row now. He's 4 out of 6 from the line, 5 out of 7.
Yeah, he got hot just at the wrong time, but DeVilder made a 3 last time out here. Let's see if Moline can get him loose again.
Hobson on DeVilder.
Well, nice defense there.
Hobson tips that ball out of bounds. Great anticipation.
For Moline, they have DeVilder in the lineup, Marcus Morrow, Hanovan, Travis Wilson, and Kenny Spranger.
See if they run a set play off the out of bounds.
Spranger with the ball, trying to get DeVilder loose off a set play. Looking inside, DeVilder penetrates to Hanovan, loose ball. He has to be a travel. You can't fall down without it being a travel.
Well, Maroons keep the ball in their end of the floor. They trail by 8 with 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining.
Coach, you pick your favorites. Your favorites. Hobson has become my favorite for Boylan. Obviously, he's got a smile on his face. He plays DeVilder for another 3. Nick DeVilder's heated up right now.
5-point game. Ball's loose on the floor. Marcus Morrow.
Marcus Morrow with the ball to Hanovan for 2. Boylan 55.
3-point game.
3-point ball game. The big guy going
quiet. Ball's loose. Travis Wilson has the ball. Timeout, Maroon.
Oh my!
This place is going nuts. All the Maroon fans on their feet. 55-52. 1 minute 26 seconds to go.
This place is going crazy.
Nick DeVilder, 2 huge threes. Good, great defense. Marcus Morrow comes up, loose ball. Great feed down to Nick. Ian Hanovan lays it in. Hanovan now with 15 points on the night. Well, I tell you, they're right back in it.
I'll tell you, it got real quiet over here where all these green shirts are sitting right now. I know that. My gracious. Woo, 3-point ball game. We talked earlier about Moline couldn't quite get by that 7-point number. Now all of a sudden they went right by 7 to 5 to 3, and Moline has the ball here. So
they're making their run at the right time.
No.
They have the ball. They're trailed by 3. 1 minute 26 seconds left in the ball game. And I was going to say, before DeVilder hit the 3, Boylan obviously knows DeVilder is a shooter because they're really guarding him very closely, even when he does not have the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nick has always done a great job of not only hitting a 3-point shot, but realizing when he's being overguarded and getting the ball to somebody else, like when he brought the ball into Hanovan. Well, Moline will get the ball out of bounds near the 10-second line, 1:26
Boylan
to go.
fans are on their feet.
Everybody up.
Maroon fans are on their feet.
The winner to move to Peoria for Friday's ball game, Travis Wilson to DeVilder, touches it and it goes out of bounds. That's okay. We're only down 3 points. No big deal.
118.
No big deal. Now Moline's got to play that great defense. It's carried them all year. The great defense, Moline Maroons. And they're after the ball again. Double team.
Zachary dribbles through the mess. Dishes. Hobson up. Won't go. Wilson with a huge rebound.
Travis Wilson to DeVilder. Woo! Scary. And the ball goes out of bounds. 2 turnovers in a row for Moline. Now Moline's creating a helter-skelter game, but they need to set it up when they get the ball back down at this end. It's a 3-point ball game. 1 minute to go, inside of a minute.
They need to score when they have the ball. They've gone up tempo defensively.
Oh, Travis Wilson, Kenny Spranger with the ball. Slow the ball down. DeVilder baseline. Hanovan for 2 in Hanovan. Quick foul on Marcus Morrow. But our score 55-54. Boylan with 38.5 to go. Wow. Coach Gores, I'll tell you what, it's getting real tense on his sideline over there right now.
Well, they got the Boylan's back on their heels. They're reeling right now. They haven't other than Hobson's point-blank shot. Zachary dribbles through all the traffic, gets a great dish to Hobson. He misses a point-blank layup. He's got to be shaken. Maroons come down and create another turnover with defense. Get a nice DeViller off the Hanovan, finish it off. Zach Master on the line. Airballed it.
Oh, my!
And he airmailed that free throw. Woo! Completely out of bounds.
The pressure is on Boylan now. 38.5, the Maroons with the ball. Marcus Morrow brings the ball across the 10-second line against a man-to-man defense. Travis Wilson working low, DeVilder working low. Morrow penetrates, loses the ball. Morrow gets the ball back, and Travis Wilson has it, and a blocking foul on Boylan.
Hobson, isn't it?
Yep, but it's not a bonus. No bonus shot yet.
Yeah. Rockford had a foul to give. Next foul put Moline in the bonus, so Maroons retain possession.
22.2 Moline ball. You know, that's all you can ask against a team like this when you play from behind, is a chance for a shot at the end to win the ball game. But I'm not so sure that Moline is right now is in a position to take the ball to the basket, run offense. If they get one shot or more, it doesn't make any difference. Take a shot at it. Moline with an opportunity to upset Boylan and move on to the state tournament. Travis Wilson to DeVilder. He might have been fouled there. Boylan ball. Boylan ball, 18.6.
Off Wilson.
Boy, I'll tell you what, though, Boylan's they're not doing anything on offense, but they're still playing great defense. What a night at the old ballpark. Woo!
Well, Moline's going to have to foul.
And it'll be a two-shot foul
And
next time,
it'll
Coach.
be in that extended bonus. We got a block on
Foul
Springer.
on Springer, yeah. Two shots, though. That takes some of that pressure off that shooter. Of course, they've got the right guy at the line, I'll tell you that.
I'm going to say Zachary's going to go to the line. He's hit 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Springer called for the foul.
We should try all this stuff. He's got a great release. He shoots the ball as well as I've seen on the free throw line.
Yeah.
What else can we say here?
Very nice touch.
Surely not going to choke in a situation like this.
Even if he makes them both, Moline still is in the ball game.
He missed the person.
Still a 1-point ball game. 17.2 seconds. Nick Zachary.
Moline
28 points.
And cheer it.
Misses them both. Hanovan with the rebound, gets it taken away.
Nice job to DeVilder. Ahead to Travis Wilson. Penetrate. Morrow block shot. Oh my. Morrow did everything he can do. Got himself for a shot and a block.
Who blocked the shot? I couldn't see it.
40.
Damir Krpalia. Travis Wilson picks up his 4th foul.
Well, Moline, I'll tell you what. Moline did a beautiful job of getting the shot they wanted. But again, 4.5 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Who was it for Boylan that drove the length of the court and made a shot at the buzzer? Can't remember who did that.
That was Danny DeMario.
Yep, DeMario did that in 5 point something. Well, Moline can do it in 4, and as you mentioned earlier, even if he makes them both, Moline's going to get a 3-point shot. In that case, to tie.
Well, Hobson 3 points on the night, has yet to go to the line.
Another miss. Well, do you believe in miracles?
Well, we don't need to comment on this.
No.
You know, it's a 1-point game.
Right now, folks, we're going to give you 4.5 seconds of silence from our end. Okay, the horn went off, but they're going to put some time on the clock, I think.
Yeah, there should be some time on the clock.
I would say maybe, I'm going to take a guess at about 1.8.
For those of you who didn't see what happened,
yeah, like us.
Zachary came out of nowhere for that rebound, and Moline had to foul him. That they didn't have any choice.
Yep.
Zachary's down on the floor right now. I think he's cramped again.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a little time because the horn, obviously the foul occurred. But again, people could have been in the way of the timer. The officials are going to have to talk this thing over.
Well, you got everybody standing up down. It's hard to see down in the corner.
Right in the corner, the worst possible place for the timers and scorers to actually see that.
Coaches have called their players over now.
Yeah.
Well, they got 0.2 of a second on the clock.
.29 is going to be your call.
2.9 seconds. They've put back on the clock. Let's see if that stays now. Officials have conferred.
You know what this has done? It's allowed Zachary to kind of take care of that cramp situation over there, so at least he gets to shoot the free throws, although this may be a situation. If you got a kid sitting on the bench that's about an 80% free throw shooter, that cramp makes sense. I keep that cramp in there. Travis Wilson, coach, fouled out with 5 personal fouls, leads the ball game. How many points do you have, coach?
I've got him for 12, 14, 16, 18 points on the night. 20 points on the night. 12 in the first half, 8 in the second.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This game is still far from over because Travis Wilson does foul out, and he may be the guy you'd want to go coast to coast on a shot. But you got DeVilder who can hit a 3 at any time. That's your next choice. Now, take a look at the lineup for Boylan. They're not going to put anybody under there, not taking any chances. So Moline is going to get a rebound on the missed free throw, and
they've got Brandon Parker, number 4, all over Nick DeVilder. He's living with Nick DeVilder over at the half-court line.
But that may be good, too, because he may live with him enough to foul him here with 2.9 to go. And we know Nick's going to bury the free throw. Two-pointer, doesn't make any difference. Got to go long, got to go long. Oh, steal again. Oh, my. Another steal at the very... Coach, who would have thought they would stay in there and steal the ball? My gracious.
Well, it ends up a 2-point game. Moline fought back. They were down by as many as 11 at one time, 37-26. As the Rockford fans stream onto the floor, they're going to state. Maroons have nothing to hang their heads about. They played a good ball game. They've had a great season. I mean, they're gonna feel bad right now.
No question.
But you wake up in 2 weeks, tomorrow morning, it still will hurt, I guarantee you.
Coach, we got Nick DeVilder down at the far end of the court down there. I may say it all, just a situation where he's finally getting up. That's what it's all about. That's 100% effort. Coach, I tell you what, it's the most unbelievable team effort by Moline this season that anybody want to see. Talk about gutsy kids coming in with high expectations and starting with 0-5 for the year, 0-4 for the year, and to be able to come back, represent our area with this kind of effort, no matter what. Moline's not going to Peoria, but who cares?
Western Big Six champs.
That's right, and they're a tremendous asset to this conference. Well, thank you, John. We'll see you later. John Moran here just stopped by and says hi. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm just proud to have had an opportunity this year to witness this Moline team. We had them in the Thanksgiving tournament a couple times and saw them struggle, couldn't get off the block, couldn't get started, and then we're able to go game after game after game to see that great game against Quincy, to have an opportunity to do that ball game against LaSalle Peru. We're disappointed we were not able to do the ball game in the championship game up there, but I'll tell you what, this is
well, hats off to Coach Frank Dexter and the work he's done with his boys and his assistants. I'll think of their names in just a second. Kelly Kane and Derek Lindauer. Yep. Excuse me. You know, they've had a tremendous season. Like we said before, it's going to hurt now, but as they look back on this, they got a lot of things to be proud about. And I should say we're very proud to bring you this action on PCI Channel 38. This is a Family Ties production. Been bringing the action from the Western Big Six and the MAC all year, and we don't know what our future holds, but we're hoping you folks have liked what you've seen, and let us know what you think about our broadcast, and if you can put in a good word for us, we'd appreciate it.
Well, this is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith. We've had another great year. We've had lots of fun. through the football, the basketball, and I'll tell you what, I guess